had this big anime convention here in Utah, and so I took this anime convention and for a day off. So last time I went to this VIP thing because it was like you pay up extra money and you go to this VIP pass thing. And the VIP thing sucked. It was like terrible. Like the whole thing was bad. Like it was fucking garbage, actually. And so yeah. So I'm doing the live because I'm sitting here trying to figure out where I need to buy a Pico 4 Ultra because I can't buy it from AliExpress. The issue that I have is they're retarded. Okay, they're straight up retarded, and it's really annoying because I paid on the 26th of last month, September 26th of September. I paid $750 to have this thing delivered. 2 days after the dang thing shipped. Because before it even wanted to ship, 2 days before it even wanted to ship, the guy was the store was trying to get me to cancel the sale. And I'm like, dude, this is what I do. I want a broken headset so I can fix it. It's what I do, bro. And then they're just like, but it's not gonna work. Your Chinese account's not gonna work. I'm like, I know. I have three other headsets. I don't care if it doesn't work. Just give me the damn device. Send it. Okay. And then 2 days after that, they give me a fake tracking number, and then they ship it with a different tracking number, and then they call up DHL and says, "Oh, the address is wrong," and then they get it sent back to them. So they've had it since October 1st. So the whole thing's been first. So it took from the 26th of the order to ship it to October 1st, and they still haven't. It's back to them. They have it back. They don't have the device. I don't have the device in the mail. It's not coming to me at all. It's done. The shipment is over. There's no waiting. There's nothing that I'm waiting for. At this point, the shipment is over, and there's no way that I'm going to ever get that device or that package in the mail. So there's no possible way that I'm going to get it, because they called them a few days before October 1st. They're like, hey, we got the wrong address, bro. And then they get it sent back to them, and so they've had it since October 1st. And then I go and I ask AliExpress. I'm like, look, they have it. They have it. What's the problem? Oh, well, while they're rubbing their nipples and laughing, but it's still shipping, and they're still rubbing their nipples, getting off on it. And I'm sitting here like, bro, I don't have it. They have it. Please just give me back my refund. Please just give me back the money so I can buy it from somewhere else. Just do it. As they're rubbing their nipples, they're sitting there like, but we're still investment up 3 tickets the 2 tickets with them, 2 disputes. One of them told me to cancel, and then they reopened it the correct way, and they still sitting there jerking each other off the whole time, waiting for them to give me back the money. And what's the difference between waiting till the October 26th and now? What's the difference? I'm never going to get the package. They already have it back. So why is this even an issue? So if you guys know a good place that's not shitty like AliExpress to help me get me a packet like the Ultra, so I can actually help you guys. Yeah, there's no difference. Timmy doesn't have it. I do know of there was one that's called DH something, DH Gate has it. It's a little bit more, but it's not like LIX, or it's not like Amazon or anything. But it's literally not a difference, for sure. They're never gonna get it, or I'm never gonna get it. They already have it. what's the problem with just giving me the money? So today, when I was at this anime convention, because I took today off just to have an anime convention, just to get away from work, because I'm always there. I don't even call it sick. I go in, work sick, and so I'm going into work and I'm every day, and I'm like, well, I have this anime convention I paid money for, and it was total trash. And so I'm at the event this morning, and I told them to call me because I was like, finally. So I call them up and I'm like, bro, I need to have this money back so I can buy the product. And they're like, well, we can't do it. We can't. We're investigating. Okay, and they're doing the South Park rubbing the nipples thing. Okay, and they're doing that he's doing it the whole time. He made me wait 20 minutes on silent. Let me look into it. No, you're not looking into anything, bro. You're not looking at anything. You're just wanting me to hang up on you. So I told the guy, I'm like, shut up. Don't talk. Listen to me. Serious. It's not in transit. Why do you guys keep saying it's in transit? It is finished. It's delivered. DHL says it's delivered. It's not to me. It's delivered to the seller. I don't have it. So why are you guys giving me such a hard time? All you're doing is making it so I'll never, ever, ever purchase from you guys. Ever. Never again. Even if it's $1 thing that I don't care about. And I'm like, even if it's $1 thing that I don't care about, I won't buy from AliExpress. I'm just so done. Like I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. And then the saddest part about the whole thing is that I'm waiting for American Express to give me back the money because I can't depend on AliExpress at all. Like I have no trust at all in AliExpress because there's just no possible way that I could have any type of like trust. They tell me so many things and then they never follow through. They never are committed to do anything correct, and they're so shady, and they're always shady, and I'm just sitting here like, why? Like, I don't know. I'm just upset because they won't make it right. They run their business like you have good stores and you have bad stores, and you can't like depend on the correct because you don't know which store is good. There's so many crooked ones on AliExpress that you can't depend on buying anything from them because if you do, they're not gonna give you your money back when you try to get it back, and you have to fight your credit card, and you have to fight your credit card to get your money back. And I don't have a real credit card. I have debit cards, so it sucks because the banks take more time to rip the money from them. When it's a credit card, the problem there is for them is they're floating that money, so of course they're going to rip the money back as soon as possible. But when it's my own money, it's not the bank doesn't care as much. They're not going to sit there and like go, oh well, it's his money, it's not on us, so we'll just kind of do it slowly. But when it's like, come on. So yeah, that was my phone call today. I was really, really super duper frustrating because it's like, are you retarded? Are you? Like, do you not understand what it means to the seller? Why do I have to wait? Like, the investigation could go forward with refunding me without any repercussion on your end, because of course it's not going to show up at my house. Yeah, but TMU and all them don't have it. It's just, I may have to do DHgate. I don't know. I just don't want to have to pay like any like fees. I have to just go to DHgate or see if like somebody could, I know in China could like order for me. But it's just annoying because we live in an instant society where you buy something and you want it instantly. And so when you get something like this where you order something a month ago and it's never going to show up and $750 is just sitting there waiting, just sitting there, not doing anything, and the seller is pretending like they don't have it when DHL says they have it, and then you just like, and you feel like all they do is just lie to you, and you're sitting here like, dude, you have no idea. It's really hard for me not to do stupid shit and go off the rails because I grew up with nothing. Like I had nothing growing up. My family struggled every day, and so I didn't get everything I ever wanted either. And then living in America, I mean, people think, oh yeah, he grew up rich. No, I didn't get everything I ever wanted. There's days that just I would like want something for Christmas and then just never, and then I always be let down on Christmas. I would always be let down on my birthday. I'd always be let down on everything. My whole childhood like wasn't the greatest when it came to possessions and having things. I didn't have a bad childhood. Like my childhood was great. Like I made do with what I didn't have and the little I did. But when you have people steal from you and you grew up this way, you have a different mindset when it comes to stuff, and it's really hard to want to like look past that mindset of just like, dude, you're trying me, dude, that ain't going. There's some blows that you're gonna go. Like, and you take it way personal when you had nothing your whole life and people try to take from you. It really hits you personally in a lot of ways because you go back to your childhood and have nothing, and then you think of it, it's like I had nothing and these people are trying to steal from me. I know, like, compared to a lot of people's lives, that my nothing is abundance, and that they had a lot, or that I had a lot compared to theirs. And I'm not saying that, I'm not like discounting any of that. What I'm saying is people around me and what I remember, that I wasn't well off, and so when companies and people try to steal money from me, I just take it personal, and it's really hard because you try not to be that person because when you're an adult you change, and in life you change, and you try not to let things change you in a negative way. I mean, it is money. I can't take it with me when I die, and it's not a big deal. But at the same time, that comes back to me saying, like, that's a lot of money. And really what hurts more isn't the $750, it's the $130 that people have donated to get the headset. That's what hurts the most. It isn't the all the money that they that I put into it. Is the money that other people put into it, and then I'm sitting here like, well, they donate. I should be have integrity enough to buy it because they did give money. So now I feel like in order to have integrity and have honesty, I need to buy this because people did donate. And I don't want anyone to feel that I'm like running off with the money, because that's really what I don't want. I have enough money to do what I need, and I'm okay. The donations were more to like have the support from the community to say, hey, we want to see that. So it wasn't really that I needed the money in that way, but it was in more of the way of just generosity to help like the community. The people that wanted to help the community were able to do that financially. So, but it just hurts because like I could have just bought it without getting the donations and it'd have been fine, because I did just put the money down on my own money and then I pulled the money out later on or whatever. But like, didn't really absolutely need that donations, but at the same time it kind of made me feel like nice, because I was able to say, hey, I'm appreciated in what I do for the Pico community. So people showing their generosity, kind of like emboldens me of what I'm doing is right and for the community, and it helps me like keep going. Not that I needed the money. It's not that. It was more the principle of people that may or may not be in good, like situations themselves, and they sacrificed a little bit to help the community. That was cool, and I'm thankful for that. That was really awesome. The problem that I have is just the mindset of just like being stolen from and trying to be ripped off of. And it just doesn't set well, because I was always taught you be honest, you have integrity. Integrity is something you can never get back if you lose it, and you have to be honest and in your life, and you have to do things right and treat people right, because if you don't, it's just bad. It's just bad because people want to be treated with respect and honesty, and I'm not getting any of that from AliExpress. They treat me like I'm just human feces. They treat me like trash. And then when I'm like, dude, do you understand like what I've done for you guys to sell these headsets on AliExpress the past 2 years? Do you not understand that I've made like a way for your salespeople to convert your freaking headsets over from global China to global? Do you not understand how many sales that like I've helped? And you sit there and you piss in my Cheerios just for $750? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you that greedy that you want to lose more money than just gain $750? You're gonna lose more than $750 if you do this. And in reality, I don't know what to do with my website. Like, I don't know how to update it so that it looks nice, but yet still have the warning on there so that people can see it. Because I'm not taking it down. In no way in hell I'm taking that down. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm just frustrated because I should have already been unboxing this thing. I should have already been having this device so that I can work on it. I should already have it, and I don't. And yeah, life don't work out that way. Life is not that way. Life does not work always the way you want, and that's okay. It's just that it's not an excuse just to let things go, though. Companies need to do the right thing for their customers. If I had a sales account, they would back me the whole way. I know it. I know they would back me. I'd be like, I'm a salesman. I can do whatever I want. I can steal from all your customers. I'd be like, that's cool, bro. Let's steal. Yeah. It's the Chinese way. And so, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, really? I mean, do they really think they're just going to, like, win? Especially when I have it, like, with a chargeback. All they're doing is creating it so that, like, banks and credit card companies don't want to, like, have anything to do with it. There's this really cool game store. I don't know. With you're trying to use AVL with the cable. What firmware are you on? What firmware are you on? Oh, okay. Because if you have like the latest, you can use like Pico, and it just works out of the box. Like when I connected to my computer, I would just use an Ethernet cable with a dock, and that stuff like it just worked, and it was like fast and reactive. Man, why do they keep talking? I gotta mute my phone here just a sec. It keeps going off. Yeah, so if you use that, it should work out of the box. If you have a few dollars, go buy a dock for like a Steam Deck or something, or a knockoff dock for a Steam Deck. Then get a USB-C to C extension cable, and then run the cable to your headset. It'll charge your headset while you're using it, and then it gives you, instead of losing power with a USB cable. So if you use a USB cable and it drains as you use it, but if you use the dock method, you get faster speeds and less latency, and then you also get like fast charging. So you get faster speeds to your computer, and because it's connected directly to your Ethernet to the network, so if you plug in with Ethernet to the network, it just like, works, and then you don't have to have like 1,000 connections, or 1,000 like different cables that don't work right. This one just works out of the box. It works great. So it's something that you should look into. I have a couple of videos of that doing that when I was using my Pico for that. But for PCVR, I just use my PSVR2 because there's no latency, there's high contrast, there's more FOV, there's more comfort, there's no compression. There's no reason for me, because I have a Pico 2 or a PSVR2, to even use a Pico 4 or Pico 4 Ultra. There's no reason to use it for PCVR, because why would I use compression and other problems when I have a device that connects directly to a computer with higher frame rate, and it doesn't tax my video card as bad. So that's what I do. I mean, that's not what you have to do, but that's what I do because it just makes more sense. And I live in the United States, so the problem is me getting Picos. It's hard, but then it's easier for me to get like PSVR 2s and like other headsets because it's more abundant here. But then when I'm trying to get like Pico headsets, it's hard for me because I'm like here in the United States and I can't get those headsets. So then I have to get them shipped here, and then it's just wild. It's a wild ride. I'm going to go into this game store because I was let down on this anime convention I was going to go to today. I even had like my Megumin shirt too. It's kind of cool. Megumin. And then I was going to go, I was going to that event, and it sucks because it jacked me. It jacked me. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't know, should I do a live with inside that store? I don't know if they'll let me. I'll just probably walk around and just like have it on. It's a game store. It's a local game shop. They have a few videos of it. It's a pretty cool little game store. I usually just go in there and look for like PC Engine games and like rare games that aren't like as popular. Sometimes I buy like Game Boy Advance games too for my Analog Duo. So yeah, I don't know if you guys want to see it. I'll stream it because it's pretty cool. Yeah, I just felt like that would be cool. And I went to this Chinatown thing, and they had this like anime place in this Chinatown thing, and it's pretty cool. But I'll just kind of show. This is kind of like it's like a game store here in Utah. It's like pretty badass. There's a train. Here's my car. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The store is really cool. Like the owners know me and stuff. Like you usually go in and buy like the Evercade stuff or that. So it's a pretty cool little store. As you can see, it's kind of cool. But I'll just kind of have the fun. I like that. Hey, how you doing? Did you hear about that Nintendo or the 3D, analog 3D? You gonna get it? I'm not either. I did grow up with the N64, so.
There would only be like 3 or 4 games that I would get on the
I know one of them. It's 007 Alumni. That was like the most popular one. You hate it? My brother would camp out and shoot me all the time.
I guess the multiplayer was okay, but
The single player sucked.
yeah, I hated the controls in it. But
That new controllers look good on it though. On that.
yeah, I like I would get like Mario Kart, Mario 64, the Razor Scooter game that's on the 64. Cause it's like Tony Hawk with Razor Scooters.
Oh yeah.
It's like super good.
That's like that Corolla game. Crayola.
Yeah.
I wish it would have multiplayered that.
Yeah, there's so
Crayola.
many weird games that are on there that I would get. It's like
I would totally, if it was multiplayer Crayola Scoot, that Scoot game, that would have been like so popular because people would. It's like Splatoon with Razor Scooters and Kremlin. I was so sad that they didn't think of making it multiplayer because it would have been so good.
yeah, I'm sure they could. Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you someone took the code and made it open.
Yeah.
Multiplayer. Man, that anime convention sucks, bro.
Does it?
Amazon, yeah. Anime Bonsai, it was terrible.
Yeah, I get it for free.
You know what sucks? You'll sure get ripped off because you'll get your time back.
Is the vendor hall somewhat decent?
What's that?
Is the house?
The vendors suck. Half of them aren't even there. Like there's like tables empty.
That's interesting.
That dude, the leadership of that place, they embezzled so much money, and then they blamed an invisible person for the problem, so they could just steal people's money and walk off. Oh, it's our last event. See you later.
They weren't originally planning on, like, they were just going to cancel it this year and
Yeah, I was.
try and refund people. But my dad mentioned to the convention center that they were going to cancel because of issues that they were having.
Yeah.
And so the convention center was going to go after them. The convention center was going to go after them
Yeah.
for the rest of their money, for the rest of the
Well,
fee.
then they went back on it, and then like now it's a terrible event. And I spent $100 on the VIP pass.
That's crazy.
I was mad, dude. I shouldn't have said it. He was a kid. Just for me. I was so angry about it, dude. I don't know. Like it just was a bad deal the whole way. I think I'm glad. And then some of the add-ons that they gave was like $5 coupons for another event in Salt Lake. I'm like, dude, if they were associated with this, I don't want to go.
They were trying to like save them because I think the other event's trying to take their spot in the Davis Conference Center because they're a smaller one. They're trying to get bigger.
Yeah.
So they're trying. Yeah. So I think they might start coming up to this one.
I was like, well, but I grabbed it's got in my car. I was at the door. I just left it in the parking lot. I was like, I don't care. I'm pissed.
Yeah, my friend volunteers there as part of the game room.
Well, the game room, the guy looked cool. Like I think I know who you're talking about. It was kind of cool. The game room was cool.
Yeah, they always do super good on the game room.
Yeah, I'm not complaining about the game room. What I'm complaining about was the whole handling of everything else.
Yeah, it's just a big mess that they're going through right now.
The self-created though. They created that mess on their own.
Well, they're like trying to like blame.
A random
There's
dude.
like a house fire. There's like a house fire too that a lot of their stuff got destroyed, and the house got destroyed, and they were blaming that too. And I'm like, you don't have insurance. I feel like you would have insurance
To compensate for that.
to cover that.
Dude, all their free goodies were just old crap from previous.
They probably didn't want to spend a whole lot of money.
They didn't spend anything. They didn't. Oh, I was like, what the hell? And like all the stickers they gave were like not even anime stickers. They were like panda bears and like American style cartoons. Like I was like, what? I'm not gonna stick this on anything. It's so terrible. I'm usually not negative about stuff, but that was a total ripoff. So my friend at work, he's like, "Are you gonna go?" I was like, "Here, I'll just print you."
VIP pass because it's so cheap and no one checks anymore. And so he's gonna go with me tomorrow to see if it's any better.
Hopefully more vendors show up.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm gone. Good, how are you? Good. A lot of vendors probably backed out.
Oh, they did because they didn't know. They thought it was all canceled.
Yeah.